So why do governments engage in institutionalized state torture? This is the third part of the definition. It's the political definition. The purpose of torture is not information. The purpose of torture is establishing and maintaining the power of a political regime. And the way that this is done is by destroying the connections between the people who are tortured and the organizations that might represent some kind of a challenge, some kind of a threat to the regime itself. We very often think, and the pretext is always, that torture is about interrogation. Torture is about getting important, actionable intelligence out of the person in front of you. The reality is, and there's much data to demonstrate this, that there are much better, more effective ways of getting information, establishing a rapport with the person, gaining their trust. All of these things are more effective than torture for getting information, if that's what you want. But if what you want is to destroy the resistance to your government, torture works beautifully. It makes people terrified. It makes people afraid to resist because they see what happens to people if they do resist. And in the case of US torture in the War on Terror, it has an effect not only on the people that the United States government is fighting against, but also the people of this country. We are taught not that, at least if we are white and from the middle class, torture is something that our government will do to us. But what we are taught is that we should be really afraid because our government is by definition a good government. And if it is driven to do such terrible things, we must be in terrible danger. And only the government, and unfortunately, sadly, the need to torture, can stand between us and this terrible fate of terrorism. And so torture, and the fact that it's known about, actually helps to secure the government in the United States and to secure the support of members of our population for the government, because we know the government has to do very awful things because our danger is so bad.